bottom line is we're not scoring runs. You know, I don't have any specific answers for you. We're not scoring runs, and it's tough to win games when you don't score runs.
The seventh inning, you have a chance there. Does Didi need to stop?
Base running. It's bad base running. You got to understand what your run means. You can't run into an out. It turns into a double play. We don't get any runs. It's just it's a bad read.
For Evaldi, the big picture, 6 innings, 3 runs, but it started out of the gates really strong. That fourth inning, what did you see from him in the fourth?
He left some pitches up, split. I think a slider he left up. You know, I didn't think his stuff was as sharp this time as it was his last outing. I thought he battled pretty well through it. You know, when he got through the first 3 innings, really without giving up much. I think he gave up a single and then got a double play or something. But I didn't think his stuff was quite as sharp tonight.
George.
Joe, did they rule a tag or out of the baseline?
Tag. So, you know, you look at it from a lot of different angles. I think because it's inconclusive, I think is why the call stood. I think if he originally calls him safe, I think we probably win. It's too hard to tell.
Barry?
I mean, do you think that this has a rollover effect on other areas of the game when you say you're pressing? I mean, you've had.
I didn't say we were pressing.
McCann drops the ball at the plate. Gregorius
It's a tough play, Barry. It's a tough play. It's a bang short hop.
And then Headley drops the ball.
Yeah.
Gregorius drops the ball.
I think we have enough experience that it shouldn't carry over. And if it does, I'm disappointed. Your offense can't carry to your defense, and your defense can't carry to your offense. You have to learn to separate them. And, you know, right now we're not scoring runs, so everything looks bad. Everything is magnified when you don't score runs. But you got to find a way to do it. You got to find a way to start scratching some runs across the board and keep tacking on.
Right behind you, Barry. Right behind you. Yep, thank you.
Joe, a lot happened in that fourth inning. What stands out to you? Is there one play in there that you go back to in your mind?
No. You know, we gave them some extra outs in the inning where they scored the 3 runs. We gave them some extra outs is what we did, and that usually leads to trouble.
Anyone else? Hart.
Joe, do you think the Gregorius play falls into the category of, you know, trying to force things because you're not scoring a lot of runs?
I don't know. I mean, you have to understand, you know, you get on base, you have to say, okay, what does my run mean? What can I do? You got to run through plays in your head and understand what your run means. You know, ground ball to third or short, I don't have to go. You know, the infield is back. You know, let the run score, and then we still have to get a hit to score another run. So, to me, it's running things through your head. And some guys are better than others at doing it, and some guys learn it. It's a process. But you have to do it on a daily basis, whether you're playing offense, defense, or running the bases. You got to know what you got to do.
Andrew.
Didi's come a long way since where he was at last year. I mean, is that inexperience still with him, or what would you attribute that for him not? You know, you mentioned why.
I don't know.
Like that. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. You know, that's a blunder that we have to take care of.
Barry and Hart.
How frustrated are you at this point after a game like this?
Well, I think you can read my face, Barry.
Hart.
If you had either scored that run or tied the game, would that have changed your bullpen decisions?
Sure, it does. It changes it. And I wasn't going to use Betanzas tonight. I wasn't going to use Barbado tonight. Probably would have used Miller tonight if we had a lead in the ninth. But it does change it, yeah.
Lennon, to your left, Joe.
Joe, I was going to ask you, just because you knew this team coming out of spring training and the people that are playing for you right now, how surprising it is just to see things go wrong on a number of different levels.
I'm surprised. There's too much experience in that room, and I'm somewhat surprised.